What's going on, everybody? It's Bud. Hope I found you doing well today. Welcome back to another YouTube video. This time on a completely different game than anything else I've ever made a video on the channel. We're on World of Tanks. This is a game that I've always played off and on in the background. It's one of the constants of my life, unfortunately. Today, we're going to be taking the good old school German Brute. And I'm going to be trying to get the first mark of excellence in it. We are fairly close. I have played 36 games so far. Well, okay, I have 72% win rate in it so far. That's kind of cool. I'm averaging 2k damage with 450 assistance. And that puts me at 61.3% mark of excellence right now. That's going to be the goal for the video, getting to 1 mark. And before we hop into the games, I want to hop over on TanksGG and show you the stats. Okay, so here we are. I have it set up in the same way I have it set up. I'll go through my crew skills once we get done here. But so this just shows you the actual stats of, with all of my crew skills active, these are what the stats will be. Looking at base stacks is one thing, but I always come in here and set it up the way I have it set up. That way I know exactly the performance I'm going to get out of my tank. I have HP Turbo Rammer. I have considered dropping the hardening for a V-stab, but with the way that this thing plays, I don't really feel like the V-stab is necessary. I use food on it because it's a premium tank. You're going to make the money back from using the food, so I always use a food on my premiums. I have the left side field mod for the first one, and that is because without, or even with off-road driving, you're probably not going to notice the extra half a kilometer an hour. But probably better to not take either field mod, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Because if you take this one, you're going to be capped at 37, but you get the track health versus you lose track health. But I have this one selected. I took the aiming size, obviously, because it's better to just make the raw dispersion better, in my opinion. And I didn't take either of these two field mods, simply because this thing has 450 meters view range with the way I have it set up right now. You don't need more than 450 because the max spotting range is 445. But if you take this minus your stun duration, you go below 445. I don't want to increase my stun duration to go above an arbitrary 445, so I just didn't take this field mod at all. Anyways, you've got this very nice, lovely raw dispersion value for this to be a heavy tank. You do have these dispersion factors, which are not great by any means, but with how slow the tank is, it doesn't really feel that bad. The only downside to this tank, though, is the weak-ass upper plate. So this is it shooting at itself with its standard runs. On flat ground. You're just always pinning the upper plate of this thing against yourself. However, that right there makes up for it. This thing side scrapes like a beast. You have to make sure to not give your upper plate, or else people will go through it every time. As I said, even this thing's standard rounds, you could high roll and go through right here. And this thing has decent standard pin, so not all heavy tanks will have that amount of standard pin on their AP. But it's still not good enough to throw around. But it's also 2026. Everyone shoots nothing but gold. Therefore, your upper plate's green. They're going to go through it every time. Do not give it to people. And that is why I prefer the hardening on it. That way I can trade that HP from accidentally giving my upper plate to someone one too many times. Hopefully win the trades with them, just because I simply have more HP. So brothers, repairs on all crew members, because it's a heavy tank, of course you want brothers and repairs. Recon emergency on the commander, snapshot armorer on my gunner, off-road driving clutch braking on the driver, situational awareness firefighting on the radio operator, and on the loader we have intuition and safe stowage. I do a 50-50 loadout with, actually, I've been wanting some more HE shells, so I'm going to give myself a couple more HE shells. This thing carries so much ammo. With all that said, we're going to hop into the first game and see how we do. This is the mark requirements for this thing right now. This would be one of the easiest tier 8 premium 3 marks ever if you wanted to go get it. Just because this tank is so consistent at doing what it does. We're going for the 1 mark today. We're going to try to get that. We got Overlord in a tier 9 game. We blacklist the artillery players because if they play something else, I know they've played artillery before. We're going to pop some boosters. I mean, if I get 3 like 2,500 damage games, then it won't take me an hour. But let's see. We got a Buryan. We have a T30 that will be over here. Is Villing a T32? Maybe the 122TM? And probably the T28. So with the BZ going up here, I kind of want to join it. I like trying to take this position early. Even to take this position and just turn around and shoot this guy. Pretty sure I'm giving him my upper plate, but... Can I just go through your turret? There's a turret ring I can go through, but... I don't know. Filling... Okay, there's the 122. 230 in the middle. A little scary. A little scary. Wait for the Buryan again. What's he shooting at? Okay. I mean, if the Buryan dies, we can kind of just push around, because it's just this filling with the 122 behind him where I'm sitting the other side. I gotta do something. That's a waffle. That's a waffle that I could shoot HE at. I think I saw it blow up. I think it's time to just push. T-30 is almost dead. The T-32 is gonna go push the Buryan. Yeah, gonna go help the T-32. Then we can look up and get side shots on the 122 TM. Corner plate on the Zwilling. .32's being a menace. I like it. Corner plate on the Zwilling again. Gonna go T-32. Uh-oh. Giving a predatory in my butt. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this and one of them not die. What the heck? Going in this way, see if I can kill him. Single R-Tech. Shoot down on the upper plate. Just to try again, yeah. Because why not? Nope. Predatory is dead, so yeah, we just push. We're looking for 1500 if I can. A minimum okay game. Like, that's at least better than the 1 mark requirement. That's at least like 0.5% worth of progress if I can do 1500 a game. And that'd take me, what, 6 games to get there? And spotting counts too. Like, you can't discount spotting. Like, even if he were to die right now and I got the full 1100 damage worth of spotting, that counts for a mark, you know? So, but it looks like I get 1 more HE shell on. Keep my turret pointed at him. He's gonna shoot down onto my upper plate. Love that. Alright, thank you, sir. I didn't get the spotting for it, though. I guess one of these guys took it from me. That's okay. We got 1500 out of it. 17 if you count the spotting. Yeah, wow, the BZ farmed. 61.7. So I gotta do a little better than that. I gotta do like 22. Well, this is a ship map. So, ship map, and all of those heavy tanks can pin my upper plate. Except maybe the Type 57. But I know the Skodas can, and I know the Blurger can, obviously. I forgot to show you guys a weak spot that this thing has. If you're familiar at all with the Mouse's gun mantlet, you'll know that if he's angled, you can shoot kind of behind the gun and pin it. Could you turn? Why are you driving straight? You go this way. You can do the same thing with this thing if you're head on with it. You can quite literally just shoot straight into the gun. If it's angled, it won't work. But if the lever is looking straight at you, you shoot straight down the gun barrel. If you're not using heat rounds, obviously. If you have really good AP, you only need like 200 millimeters of pin to do it, and 240 if it's actually colliding with the gun. But you know better than that, Skoda. You know better than that. Don't go. Where are the enemy heavy tanks? Did the enemy heavies decide they want to be mediums for the day? Could you... Okay, there's no arty, so we can actually sit here and attempt to farm. Very good. You have a cupola. I doubt that hit. Can I ask why I'm not spotting a heavy tank in the bushes? He's a heavy tank. There we go. Okay, so I didn't pin him. Hello, Prot. How you doing? I've never fought here on Fjords. From this flank. Like, this is weird. The me not spotting him is crazy work. I can understand the Prot. He's gonna have some ammo, but... Good shot. Where was that? Just straight into my face? Okay. Good to know. See how it's bouncing gold round stuff? You just play hull down like every other heavy tank? I mean, you know, for how old this tank is, I mean, it stands up in today's meta pretty well, you know? Why are we not looking to our left? You have terrible hull armor, brother. You can't do that. Okay, we're gonna... Excuse me. Excuse me. Ricochet off of what exactly? You also have terrible hull armor. I need to back up. If I can. I need to put my butt on this. Actually, he's probably on reload. Yeah, I know. Ricochet off of a lower plate that's the same as mine. Okay. 23, though. Nothing I can do there. Yeah, I mean, I think the problem here is we had a top-tier heavy tank, a top-tier sneaky tank destroyer, and a top-tier sneaky medium that didn't do anything. That's alright, though. 62 point... I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Yay, boring! We love Ghost Town! I'm not going to go to the corner, obviously, because there's more than 2 heavy tanks in the game. So I'm going to go right here to this little road. Maybe shoot out and help the even 90s and the Barask whenever they spot things, and try to shoot down the road right here. If I had to guess, the BZ-176 will match my freak for there. That's a good start to the game. Get the squall out of the game. I do want to see if I can get over here to shoot these guys, so... That's a corner plate. Good shots. Good tries. Single R-Tech. Nice shot. Over plate. Nice. I'm giving him side turret, that's what I'm doing. I was like, how is he hitting me? He's not hitting my cupola. He's hitting my corner plate. Corner plate? Side turret. I didn't know that thing had a gun melee weak spot if it was angled. That's good to know. I'm trying to get my 2 mark on that thing. That's good to know. Type again? Filling again? Would like your lower plate gets... I don't know what I just shot at, I'm gonna be honest. I actually have no idea what I just shot at. I think I shot at the floor. There we go. That's where I tried to aim the first time. There we go. But all this, you know, suppressive fire from this angle, locking these guys down a little bit, allows my Zvilling to get closer to them. I think I just need to get forward and help with the heavies. I'm gonna say if I drive along this to go flank the heavies, that's an idea, but, you know, Lorraine mag dumps me, and then there goes all my hit points. Probably not a very good idea to try to go for this Zvilling cupola. Do I have enough pin to just go through your turret face? Because that happened to me once in this Zvilling, and I got really confused. Lowe is trying his damnedest to not take damage. I respect that. Only problem is, now you have a corner plate. Oh my god, he did. Okay, nice. This, once again, is just a moment of only give him side armor. Because if you give him any upper plate at all, he will pin it, guaranteed. I'm sorry you have a corner plate. But I'm dead now because there's 2 auto-loading tank destroyers next to me. Even worse, the BZ-176. What are you shooting? Hello. I was angled too much. So now we get to hurry up and wait for that game to get done. Should be pretty good damage standing, though. I'm not buying a premium tank. I have too many already. Look at that. I hurried up and waited really fast. Nope. Top on damage. Makes sense. Once again, sniping tank destroyer that didn't do anything. Heavy tank that has a shit ton of armor. Couldn't use it at all. Another top tier heavy tank that didn't do anything. The game is not that hard, just point and click. 63.8, okay. I'm your average bear. That's still somehow better than the average bear. How are we only doing 1 shot of damage and then dying? Even in the 15-3 blowout game, I still did 2,000 damage before I died. Probably gonna take a shot here. That's fine though. I don't mind that. I don't mind taking 1 shot on the cross. I normally like to play that little hold down back there, but because this guy's has beat me to... Don't be this guy. Why? Drive this way. Don't drive behind me. Does that thing have a corner plate? Armor flashlight's gotta go, man. I shouldn't just aim at the tank and see yellow and be able to shoot at it. I should have to know that the corner plate's there. Because, like, now I know, okay, the TS-54 has a corner plate. Or what functioned like a corner plate. Now, your upper hull is weak, but I don't actually know if I can pin it from that angle. 290 might be enough if I high roll a little bit, but... Aim, aim, aim. Nice. Back up a little bit. Gotta keep my gun pointed for that RHM. I'm not gonna get to shoot him, am I? Shoot the Skoda again. Nope, never mind. I see more damage. Yeah. That's why I train intuition on literally every tank. Every single shooter tank of mine gets intuition as the first floater skill. That isn't Brothers Repairs. And camo if it's a medium. If it's not a sneaky medium, they don't even get camo though. I don't think you have any shots left. If you do, you have 1. Okay, now you're on a 20-second reload. Points his gun up because he knows. Now I'm just gonna go drive across this open field. Why is there a lurver at A8? What are you doing in a lurver over there? See how he's blacklisted? That means he's an artillery, and he doesn't know how to play the game. That's why he's over there. He went to the arty spot in his heavy tank. Can you tell I don't like artillery? Not a terrible game so far, though. Could have aimed a little better on that Skoda shot right there. I don't think I get to shoot you. Ooh! Another HE shot. Through the train? There's no way this gun hits this. It would've! Oh my god, that was almost so cool. Load my gold rounds again. Let's peek. Single arc. Some side, but from this distance, the upper plate's probably good. Yeah, I'm a tank you need to be shooting at. Went through the bottom of the turret ring. See, it's nice to know tank anatomy. Well, that's you. What? I got robbed! Did he stop moving forward? No! That's you, no! That's you! Okay. However, I would love to pin the side of your turret. Can you stay there for another 4 seconds? 3, 2, 1. I want to stay on the high ground, though, if they peek, but they're probably not going to. End it? Almost. Almost. That's an okay game, though. I'll take 1800. 1800's fine. The shot on the Scorpion underneath the train would have been cool, though. And the full damage HE pin on the SU would have been nice, but that's alright. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's marked progress. And still not even that bad of a game compared to the rest of the team. Now see, this is how it's supposed to be. See how we all have over 1,000 damage? 64.33. I'm not gonna be able to shoot him, am I? Yeah, 1390, that's a moment where... Excuse me? Why am I the guy that's getting shot by artillery? So, I mean, we just lose, and it's as simple as that. They have 74 tanks on the hill, and we don't. Play safe, preserve my hit points, try to deal 2k damage if I can. That's turret. His turret rotation is really slow. What did that say? XM57? I don't really like the sound of that. I'm gonna be honest, that's 315 APCR. That's gonna feel not good. I can't do anything about these guys. I can proxy spot them, but that's about all I got for them. Every little bit of assistance matters. Rows wide swinging to try to build a pattern. I'm gonna turn my turret. Shouldn't have. Hello, sir. You're giving me your lower plate. Okay, there's the exit. See, I would have went and fought it more aggressively, but I knew he had that guy behind him, so I'm not dealing with that. That's another tank I'm fairly close to marking. I would like to get done with that soon as well. Yeah, I think we kind of have to be a little more aggressive here. I'm not worried about the VK. The VK's a bum. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Minus 688. Yeah, I can go now. He's on reload. Oh, the Toro's still alive. Oh, my awareness. Not good. Okay, so I probably can't swing this because of the Toro. Alright. Put myself in a bad predicament here. Just waiting for the Toro to get spotted. There he is. Now the XM will swing as well. Try to angle as best I can. Yeah, doesn't matter against an XM. Angling doesn't matter. It has 315 APCR. BK gonna shoot me in the side of the turret. I might make it out of this. See how that game went. It wasn't super amazing, but I mean, like, how am I still fourth, man? I did 1500. That's not a good game. That wasn't my mark, right? I was about to say that would have been so anticlimactic to get it on a 1500 loss. Just need an okay heavy tank map. There we go. An okay heavy tank map. And I'm top tier. There we go. Now, the IS-3 will beat me to here and to there. So I'm just gonna peek right here. Got a 152K with me. Got a Skoda T27. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, IS-3. How you doing, buddy? Yep, whatever. Side scraping. Just remember though, like on flat ground, shoot yourself in the upper plate. That's all you gotta remember. Upper plate and neck. Clever. See, he pinned my side. I pinned his upper plate. I didn't aim that well. IS-3 was waiting for us to be on reload. Smart play. A single R-Tech the CDA. What pixel did that hit? 0.28 accuracy, by the way. Hello, T69. How are you? I love this thing's gun. So, we're gonna get fall back. Fall back. Fall back. We need to go back. Back to this corner. You gotta back up. Oh! What are we doing? This is not how we play the game called World of Tanks. Don't pin my upper plate. Thank you. I told you you needed to back up, and you didn't, and now you're going to die for it. I'll trade with you. I'll trade, don't worry. Remember to shoot each other in the upper plate. You wanna know what caused that? Because he didn't fall back when I did. Like, we have a better chance at holding that if he fell back when I fell back. Perfectly fine game, though. I mean, that's 2,700 combined. Perfectly fine for damage standing. That's fine. Defeat. But I won in my eyes. Why am I top on damage? With 2,200. I didn't do anything. He's just bad. He's just a bad player. No wonder he didn't listen to me. He's played 52,000 games. He thinks he knows everything. Well, when you've played 52,000 games and your stats are worse than mine, what does that tell you? But anyways, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at them three. Look at them. Look at them three little lines right there. Look at that. I can definitely push this thing farther. Let's see what it is. It took me 42 games total, 67% win rate, and I'm still 2k damage and 4k average assistance, so that's 2,400, which is the 3 mark requirement. So I just have to keep doing that for, I don't know, another 40 games, maybe 50 games. I'm not quite sure. That's what it's like in the average Bears games, trying to get 1 mark of excellence. If that was enjoyable at all, let me know. 1 mark on the liver, I'll keep pushing. I think I can comfortably do the 2 mark. For sure. Capable of the 3 mark in the tank. For sure. We'll see how it goes. Might end up making another video if I end up getting it close to the 2 mark. You know, get within that last 3 or 4% and record a little session like I did here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.